Let me guess. Right now, you couldn't tell me for certain where your next client is coming from. Maybe a referral. Maybe an old client calls you with a new role. Maybe. Now, that word maybe is the most expensive word in your business. It means your revenue isn't something you control, it's something you hope for. So, in the next few minutes, I'll show you how to replace that word with a system that puts qualified hiring managers on your calendar every week. So, here's the real problem. You didn't start your agency because you love business development. You started it because you're great at recruiting. But what it actually decides whether you grow is landing new clients. A totally different skill most owners never enjoy. So, you lean on referrals, repeat business, and your network. Now, they are the best leads you'll ever get, but they share one fatal flaw. You don't control any of them, which in turn creates a cycle that you know all too well. You land a big client, you get slammed, you stop doing outreach, the contract ends, the pipeline's dry, and you're back to zero. Feast, then famine. Over and over, it's exhausting, and it caps how big you can get. So, here's why the usual fixes fail. Most owners try cold calling, LinkedIn spam, or paid ads, and they get burned. Not because outreach doesn't work, but because those are generic, manual, and unfocused. They treat every company the same and makes you look like everyone else in their inbox. Now, the real question isn't whether to do outbound, it's how to do outbound that actually gets replies without it eating away at your life. So, here's the solution. AI lead generation. It's a system that uses data and AI to find your ideal client companies, personalize outreach to decision makers at scale, and start real conversations so qualified hiring managers land on your calendar every week without you cold calling anyone. We target only the right companies. The AI personalizes every message, reading each company's site and hiring activity to write a relevant opening line at scale. Now, the goal isn't to sell over email, it's to open the door so a hiring manager replies, "Tell me more." Then you step in and do what you're brilliant at. So, here's why it works. 4 quick reasons. 1, your deal size is big. One placement can be $15,000 or more, so you only need a handful of clients. 2, your buyers are easy to target. HR leaders, founders, hiring managers. 3, demand never stops. Companies are always hiring. And 4, clients come back. So one client is worth many placements over time. High value, easy to target, constant demand, repeat business. About the best possible setup for a system like this. Now, of course, here are the numbers. Here is a realistic month once it's running. Around 1,000 targeted emails, roughly half opened, and about 80 replies. That turns into around 20 book calls and 3 to 5 new clients a quarter, which compound because they come back. 4 new clients at a $15,000 average, most with repeat placements, is well over $100,000 in new revenue from one quarter. A system like this costs a fraction of one placement, so it only needs you one client to pay for itself. Now, here's how it works, and of course, removing the risk. If we're a fit, we build the whole engine for you. Targeting, lists, copy, setting infrastructure, and follow-up. Your only job is showing up to the calls and closing. It takes about 90 days to hit a predictable flow, so the best time to start is now. And You've tried something like this before and it flopped. It was probably done badly, wrong targeting, generic copy, or landing in spam. So, before you commit to anything, we'll get on a call and I'll show you exactly how it would run for your agency. You get that clarity, whether or not we ever work together. No pressure, no obligation. So, here's your next step. Click the link below and book your free strategy call, and we'll map out your ideal clients. I'll walk you through exactly how this would work for your agency. And then after that, the agency that builds this engine, stop hoping and start growing on your own terms with a pipeline they actually control. And if that's what you want for your business, book the call. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the call.